Have you noticed Welcome to Bloxburg is dying? What? Sort of. It fell off, just like my channel. What makes this interesting, I remember a few years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, this game was sold, and it was all over Twitter. This game was sold to a Swedish company for over $100 million.
Take it and go. Take it and go.
$100 million. And the game used to have, last time I checked, which was like a few years ago, I don't know, 50,000 to 100,000 players, concurrent players. And now it's like 5 to 10 times less, give or take. What the heck happened? Let's look into that in this video. Now, I noticed, it's not just randomly that I just saw this. No. I noticed this when I was on YouTube. And this YouTube video got suggested to me by a YouTuber named Regain Riot who does Bloxburg videos. Bloxburg player count is going down. And it immediately made me think of the time when they sold the company. Yeah, it's in 2022. I mean, when he sold the company, not they. I'm pretty sure it's just one person who created Bloxburg, or that Bloxburg only had one owner. Maybe there were more developers, but I'm pretty sure there was only one owner. Just like big games, I'm pretty sure it's only owned by Preston, and then he hires developers. Popular Roblox game Welcome to Bloxburg reportedly acquired by Embracer Group in $100 million deal. Now, the dude who created Bloxburg, Coeptus, or however you say his name, is also from Sweden, just like the company that bought Bloxburg. Created in 2014, one of the top games on the popular platform with over 4 million likes and a total of 6.9 billion visits. 6.9. Actually, it's more now. If you click here, it now has 8.9 billion visits since it got purchased. So in the past 2 years, they have gotten like 2 billion visits. But now, they probably won't get 1 billion visits a year anymore. And when the game got sold, it was averaging 50 to 100k players at all times. And here it says, considering that the game made 37 million USD in 2021-2022, so basically, the company bought Bloxburg, the Swedish gaming company bought Bloxburg for about $100 million, meaning they expect to make the money back from the purchase within 4 years. Because the $37 million was the average yearly earnings that Bloxburg made before it got sold. The current development team is far too small for such a popular game, Coeptus, who prefers to keep his real name private, revealed that he was a university student in 2018. He's a young man. In 2018, he was studying in college. And 4 years later, this dude sells his game for $100 million. Allegedly, reportedly. And that a larger company such as Coffee Stain is ideal for expanding the game further and bringing in more regular updates. For now, Coeptus remains the creator of Welcome to Bloxburg, as the credits on the game's homepage haven't changed yet. Now, I don't think he's no longer the creator of Bloxburg, because if you look here, it's now by Bloxburg Development. It used to say Coeptus. On this page, you can see the most played Roblox games of all time, and you can see Pet Simulator X is at the bottom of the top 10 here, Brookhaven being number 1. But I do believe that Bloxburg is now top 10 of all time and Pet Simulator X is no longer in the top 10, which probably makes Preston quite sad.
If we look at every other popular Roblox game like Brookhaven, Murder Mystery 2, Bloxfruits, and many other upcoming games, they all have one thing in common, and that is thousands of videos, TikToks, and posts that collectively gather millions of views. So a lack of content posted on Bloxburg could definitely be part of the issue. But as of right now, Bloxburg still has a pretty good amount of active content creators, which means currently that is not the cause. Players are still quitting though, so what else could be causing this decrease in players, and why is it happening? Well, that leads us to the next segment of the video. Ever since Equal Pay released, Bloxburg's update schedule has been slowing down. We used to get one large update per month, but now we get one update every other month. And sometimes the update is pretty big, but other times it is very small. For example, I would consider the campsite revamp a big update. We got a bug catching feature with rarities, new plants, and campsite items. But if we look at an update a few months earlier, we got a moving truck, couch on wheels, trophy, and that's it. The community waited a month and a half for those 3 items.
They waited a month and a half for 3 items? Oh my god. You can also see in the comments some people say the decrease in players is mostly because of how much harder it is to get money now. And then I also noticed a video he made later where they had updated the game again, where you can now get more money. So it's like they've been watching the video and the comments here. Like, now they made it easier to get money again.
So I think you can see why people were losing interest. The lack of updates and lack of good updates is causing the community to no longer get excited. And I feel like that alone is the biggest reason for the decrease in players. There's also a lot of complaining on Twitter to try and get people to stop playing the game. And while it might be doing something, I highly doubt it would change the player count. Remember that most of Bloxburg's audience is young, and that audience probably doesn't have Twitter. But that young...
I actually think maybe a lot of them are older. If you're a Bloxburg player, let me know in the comments what's your age. I don't think it's young players. I mean, there's obviously gonna be young players, but I also think there's a lot of older... I think there's more older players playing Bloxburg than there is younger players. Because this game is a game where you build a house, right? If I remember correctly. It's kind of like The Sims. And I've seen some crazy creations in the past. Like some creations that a freaking 9-year-old will not be able to create. Since it became free, it's just been downhill from there. Yeah, there's obviously some players who are like annoyed that they paid for it, even though it's only 25 Robux that they pay for it. And now all these free players are coming in. And maybe that they made some changes inside the game where you now have to like spend more Robux. Just like in Pet Simulator X and Pet Simulator 99, you have to spend more money in the game. Like, it's free to play. It's free to play. But to get more results, you need to do pay to win stuff. Maybe, I don't know. The game owners wants to make money from the game. So if they make the game free, there's gonna be some other items in the game that's gonna go up in price. Or they're gonna add some game passes or some stuff. Almost said the S word. I don't have a stake in this game. Like, I don't play this game. I tried it a few times in the past. I'm more curious to hear what happened to the developer. What happened to the owner of the game, the original owner, after he sold the company. $100 million, dude. That's FU money. That's like retirement money for 10 families or more. 20 families. And it's just a young dude. It reminds me of the time when the Minecraft creator, Marcus Persson, who's also Swedish, he sold Minecraft for like $2.5 billion in 2014. That dude became a billionaire. He lost a bit of his net worth. He's now worth 1.3 billion. But that's still 1.3 billion. And I remember seeing an article where Marcus Persson bought a house in Beverly Hills, like a big mansion, worth like $70 million. I just read about it like an hour ago. Because I got curious about, you know, the Bloxburg stuff. And then I looked into, can I find info about the Bloxburg creator? Like, can I find his lifestyle? I want to see how he lives now with his $100 million. Just like I can see how this Minecraft creator is posting his life on Instagram. I also heard a story that this dude was sad for a bit, like he was depressed. That's his big mansion, I guess. Is that the big mansion in Beverly Hills? There he is. Looking older, but dude, this dude looks so old now compared to the old pictures I saw of him. The Lego Disney Marvel Adventures Towers was a really fun build and tall. You can see he's in the Beverly Hills house. Imagine living alone in a mansion this big. I'm pretty sure the dude might be single. Or he's dating a few women from time to time, because if you see a few years ago, this post right here. But then also a few years before that, look at that lifestyle, traveling first class, money. And here, look at that post. This is what billions gets you. Boobs.
Okay.